Good morning, and welcome to another episode of our Wellness Wednesdays with the FDSOA. My name is Scott Yurtzik. I'm one of the two Western Region Directors for FDSOA, and I wanted to welcome you and say good morning and bring to you another topic and welcome you to our upcoming conference in January in Florida. Our annual safety conference is going to be bigger and better, and we're back, even though we're past COVID. Hopefully past COVID, we are going to be hosting a conference in January. One of the topics we're going to be introducing or talking about there with a short module is the role of a safety officer at live fire training. And one of the most hazardous places we put ourselves in, an environment that we put ourselves in, is live fire training. And when you start digging through documents, and I'm a document guy, you start finding books like the NFPA 1403, books written about 1403. That's a clue. The more documentation there is on things tends to be the higher hazard we're putting ourselves in. So with regard to live fire training, and this is just a brief, I'm going to talk briefly about an environment that I've put myself in as a safety officer, and that's running live fires or being part of live fires. As a safety officer, you generally aren't the person running things, but you're a key part of the team. I recommend that you be organized as a safety officer. Build out a folder with all your different tabs of everything that you think you need to be aware of. And within that tab, I'm going to go through a few of the things. Having a copy of 1403, NFPA 1403, and not just having a copy, but read this thing and understand it. This is a checklist for you to live by when doing live fire trainings. It'll protect you both legally and more importantly, it'll protect your firefighters, because if you're following this checklist, there are very specific shalls within this document that will keep you and keep your people safe. First thing, know this document. This book follows 1403. It's a new copy, and it also follows 1403, but gives you a more readable version than the standard does. So clues and techniques on how you should run live fire training. So just a couple of the documents that are in that binder that I carry with me. Most importantly, a live fire action plan. NFPA 1403 makes very clear and specific requirements that this live fire action plan needs to have in it. So in addition to that, you can go above and beyond that and build out a really robust training program, and you can follow the ICS forms. And I just have a few of them here off the top, where you should start. The 201, the incident briefing, where you start every morning. One of the things I've done at our live fire trainings, the more complicated ones, Form 208, which is the safety message, the safety briefing. And you can see this one, it's fairly detailed. One of the drills we've done in the past is within a abandoned nuclear power plant, lots of hazards. You better cover your bases. Paramount to any fire or even training, communications plan. What radio channels, who, what, and where. Higher hazard environment, a medical plan. Have it filled out, have the phone numbers, verify that everything is current, up to date, and ready for you. An org chart, always required when you're doing complex training. Objectives, we generally know what those are, but they need to be specific when you get into live fire and rescue training. If your organization has specific documentation, like a training approval form, make sure it's done. And also, legal liabilities. If you bring in contractors or subcontractors that are helping you at any level, make sure you've got their paperwork. So that's just a brief introduction to safety officer's role at live fire training. We hope to see you at St. Pete in Florida. Join us, and we will have lots of good safety training for you. Thank you, and have a great Wellness Wednesday.